What? I think it's a good way to start it. What's up, everybody? I'm Lennette.
I'm Shammy.
I'm Eric.
I'm Travis.
Welcome to Perfectly Moderate Podcast. We like to call it Perfectly Modcast, episode 3. I was about to say join me this week, but we just did all that shit, so whatever. Before we get too far, we gotta do our shots for Harambe. This week we got the, what was it, the Mango Tango we called it?
Yeah.
Yep. So it's some Mango Brandy, Mango Red's Wicked, and Mango Loco Monster all mixed together for you. More of a shooter, mixed drinks than a shot, but whatever. Anyways, shots for Harambe, guys. He took one for you. Eric's out, but we'll pour him one. I got some right here.
I'm gonna pretend to drink.
You got a little bit right there.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. Down the hatch. Fruity and delicious, by the way. Right?
Surprisingly tasty.
Okay, so right before we were recording, Eric was telling us about a Pathfinder workaround. What's Pathfinder?
So, Pathfinder is a tabletop RPG. It's a derivative of Dungeons & Dragons 3.5 edition, which is probably the most popular version. Basically, it was made it was basically made for the sake of people who didn't want to switch to 4th edition, which is very divisive, to say the least. Anyway, I was just telling the others that I've decided what character build I want to use if I ever decide to play unmodified Pathfinder again, since my games use extensive house rules. So basically, there's this system in the game called variant multiclassing, where you can give up half of your feats, which are abilities there are options you can take to enhance your character's abilities, or even get some new ones. And variant multiclassing makes you give up half of your base feat allotment to get limited class features from a class other than the one you took. So for this, what you want to do is be a wizard and take variant multiclass Oracle. Oracles have these things called mysteries, which they determine what abilities they can pick. They're all based around some kind of broad theme. In this case, you want to go with the Battle Mystery. Now, at 3rd level, you get to pick an ability from that mystery. You want to take the one that's called Skill at Arms, which makes you proficient with heavy armor and all martial weapons. And martial weapons are all the interesting ones, like swords and warhammers and bows.
Crazy shit. The crazy shit.
Yes, but not the too crazy.
Yeah, not the exotic weapons.
Yeah.
This is what? Simple, martial, and exotic, right?
Yes.
Simple is like long sword, short sword. Basic shit. Exotic.
Like a club, actually.
Club and spear and
Dagger.
frying pan.
I thought that was a offhand weapon.
I thought that was an advanced weapon because monks. You can't just kill a man with a frying pan. You need to invest in a character build that kills people with frying pans. Believe me, I had monk once, improvised weapons master, cold iron frying pan.
He's right, I spoke in haste.
Pathfinder, where killing a man with a frying pan requires more skill than killing a man with a bow.
It doesn't take skill, it takes training, okay? Any motherfucker could do it if they beat somebody long enough with a frying pan. It takes finesse to do it in 1, maybe 2 strikes.
No, you're correct there.
Yeah, thank you.
Anyway, you take Skill at Arms, which makes you proficient with all martial weapons. Now, they introduced a couple of new feats. There's this one called Favored Prestige Class. It lets you get favored class bonuses from a prestige class, which normally you can't do. We don't actually have to get into what favored class bonuses are right now, because they're not actually relevant. The only reason you take that is because it's a prerequisite for the one you actually need, which is Prestigious Spellcaster. See, prestige classes are basically special classes that you can take, but you have to meet certain prerequisites to do it. The one we're interested in is the Eldritch Knight, which is kind of like a fighter-wizard hybrid.
Oh god.
Now, to do that, you have to be able to cast second-level spells and have proficiency with all martial weapons, which normally requires you to take levels in more than one class. But since variant multiclassing has allowed you to get that with your wizard, you don't need to do that anymore. Now, most prestige classes intended for casters drop at least one caster level because they think that makes it more balanced for some reason. And what prestigious spellcaster does is it allows you to ignore a level of dropped spellcasting. You can take it multiple times if your class has multiple dropped caster levels, but Eldritch Knight only has one, so woohoo.
Okay, interesting question. Could you take this to counteract the bonuses or the offset of lost caster levels for like a ranger? Because don't they cast magic at a -4 spellcaster level?
It's specifically for prestige classes. The ranger is a normal class.
Okay, I just wasn't sure if it would combo up like that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, unfortunate.
Carry on.
Yes. So anyway, this basically allows you to be an Eldritch Knight that's just a wizard. So you have, full wizard casting, which is great because wizards are completely broken and basically just blow the game open when they're played properly.
Can't confirm.
Yeah.
Can't confirm.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one problem is that you have the ability to use armor, but wizards have their casting severely interfered with by wearing armor. Well, most spells. Some don't, but most of the good ones do. There's an interesting way to get around this. There's a very poorly conceived piece of armor called the Haramaki. The Haramaki gives you 1 point of armor, and most armor restricts the bonus to evasion you get from your dexterity. The Haramaki does not. It just has infinite maximum dexterity. It also doesn't interfere with spellcasting, and I don't think it has armor check penalties, which is it's a penalty to skill rolls because, you can't move as well in armor, but it's so light it doesn't give you any. Now what you do with that is you give it a special enhancement called Double Plated, which gives you an extra +1 armor bonus, and moves it up a weight class, so it's now medium armor. Normally, it would reduce the maximum dexterity bonus by 2, but since it doesn't have a maximum dexterity bonus to reduce, you're still okay. Now what you do now is you take that, and you wear it with an armored kilt. An armored kilt gives you +2 to armor, and also reduces your maximum dexterity bonus, but you still don't have a bonus to reduce. And now it counts as heavy armor, which you're allowed to wear because of skill at arms. Yeah.
I'm sorry. So, you have to wear 2 pieces of very heavy light armor to count as wearing heavy armor, but wearing them independent of each other will cause you problems. You specifically have to wear 1 light piece of top armor that's very heavy and an armored kilt.
Yes, and you specifically are proficient with heavy armor because normally only the Oracle can take that, and they have medium armor already, but wizards have no armor, so you can only wear heavy armor without taking the penalties.
So you have to wear this heavy light shirt and this heavy kilt.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's going to be a problem.
So now you have a piece of armor that doesn't interfere with your dexterity and doesn't hamper your spellcasting at all.
And gives you fairly good AC.
Yeah.
Especially with, being able to magically buff with shield.
Yeah, but your junk's not that protected.
Yeah, it's basically the same as mage armor, which is a auto-include spell in any decent wizard's spell suites. I cannot talk, I swear. Anyway, but it's on all the time. And you can, give it all the other goodies that normally go on armor, like, what's something stupid? The one that makes you taste bitter so people can't swallow you. That's definitely worth the price they ask for it.
I feel like it's not. I don't remember what the price was, but it was too high, right?
I think only once in any of our games has anyone been eaten.
It was me.
For the most part, things just kind of want to kill us.
Yeah.
Mostly me.
So yeah, basically you're just a wizard, but better. And since wizards get bonus feats, you're not particularly hurting for those either, even though you have to give up 5 of them to, do the shenanigans. It's very nice.
It's such a weird workaround, man.
Interesting visual, too. Complete bookworm running around in a kilt.
Yes.
He has to, otherwise he's going to throw off his whole fucking flow.
So basically you just have a sash of stomach armor that's unusually thick, and then you got a kilt on top of that.
I would like to imagine that's being worn under the traditional mage's robes. So, like, you attack him and, it just bounces off. What the hell? Kilt.
Now I'm kind of imagining it's like the tube top from Naruto. Like the ninja bands, right? Just like a really thick one of those is like a tube top. Just like, boom, logo, boom, problem solved. Armor. Totes counts.
Actually, a lot of weird things wizards wear actually serve a purpose. You know why wizards always wear big conical hats? It's because they're actually a teepee that's had shrink item cast on it. So that when you get hit by an anti-magic field, it returns to its normal size and breaks the line of effect.
Sorry, it's funny as fuck.
Big hat Logan, be proud.
All right, so what's going on with SoCal 6?
Oh, it's a reboot back to the time of Soul Calibur, the first Soul Calibur, which is
Soul
great.
Blade?
Soul Blade, thank you. Which is great because that means Patroclus isn't in it anymore.
What's wrong with Patroclus?
He sucks. Much like Kira.
I don't know who Patroclus is. It's the wolf guy, right?
No, it's the blonde kid with, a soul caliber.
He has the sister.
No.
They're
The sister, there's only one.
Well, I mean...
Isn't everybody somebody's sister?
No, actually, she is the only sibling in there because they got rid of Sophidia and Cassandra for 5. So yeah, it's the sister.
I don't know who Patroclus is.
I thought you liked Soul Cal 5.
It was a fun game. I didn't know I like it that much. Damn.
I think he's like the first person in the character select too.
He's
I like Lizard Man. I'm a simple guy with simple needs. I got Lizard Man and I got Voldo. I'm happy. I was sad there was no Zazlamel.
So in Soul Cal 1, Siegfried is still corrupted by Soul Edge.
Yeah.
So there's Nightmare.
Alright.
Yeah, they didn't split until
3?
Yeah,
3.
Alright.
But in Soul Cal 2, one of the alternate skins is straight up Siegfried wielding,
Soul Edge.
yeah. But in 3, they were 2 separate characters, and that's how it was afterwards.
Because he got Soul Calibur and was able to get himself free.
So there is no Nightmare. Siegfried is a Nightmare.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Okay, so Nightmare was originally Siegfried, they were one. Siegfried got Soul Edge, the cursed sword, and it was powerful. It corrupted him. He basically lost his mind to it, became the Nightmare Azure Knight, and in Soul Cal 2, in the end, he basically gets his hand on Soul Calibur, splits himself away from Soul Edge, and destroys Nightmare. However, in Soul Cal 3, Zazalamel, the newcomer, uses magic on Soul Edge, and basically resurrects Nightmare as a Demon Knight now. He is Soul Edge.
Got it. Okay.
They've also mentioned that some characters who were originally introduced in the sequels are going to be in the game anyway, but I don't think they've said which ones yet.
Zazlamel. Come on, Zazlamel.
It would make sense, I mean...
He is neat.
I like Zazlamel. I like the Scythe. I'm a Scythe guy.
The deepest lore.
Oh yeah, if you get into it, I mean... Soul Cal's a crazy series.
Yeah, it is.
How crazy is it?
Okay, so Maxie has a rivalry with Astaroth because Astaroth being, a giant monster. Oh, and Astaroth was created in the image of Rock, another character. Anyway, so Astaroth basically rampaged and wiped out Maxie's family, and, now Maxie has a blood vengeance towards Astaroth for being a giant fucking monster. But Maxie happens to be friends with Zhonghua and Keelik,
And?
who are, both people who are pure enough to wield Soul Calibur in itself and defeat Nightmare. Whereas Maxie is not. Maxie is not a bad person, but Maxie's a dick.
Yeah, he's the douche with the nunchucks, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Max is a dick.
But he has really good hair.
He does have really good hair.
The prettiest.
I would say so.
Yep. Oh, and Ivy is the daughter of Cervantes, but she grew up with adopted parents thinking she was actually the daughter of a mad alchemist, to find out on his deathbed. Nope, your father was the Dread Pirate, who once wielded Soul Edge when he was alive, but now he's dead. But because he wielded Soul Edge and he murdered a lot of people and absorbed a lot of power, he is now basically a ghost pirate.
Ah.
Oh, and Lizardman used to serve, I believe it was Hephaestus, but, he pissed off his god, and because of that, was turned into a Lizardman. Much like the fact that Cassandra and Sophidia also both worship Hephaestus.
Oh. Okay.
Deepest lore.
I don't know if you're making fun of me anymore, man. I think it has deep lore, but... maybe?
It does, trust me, I could keep going.
You know what else has really deep lore?
What?
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team. Oh, come on, what's that face for?
Alright, Quilliam, you're gonna help, right? Yeah! Dies. Quilliam, you were no help.
Did you ever play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team?
No.
Did you, Shammy, ever play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team?
No.
Do you know what Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team is?
I know what just Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is.
Alright, cool. So it's a dungeon crawler, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
With Pokemon, right? And turns out I'm a Mudkip. Makes sense. What was the description for the Mudkip, Travis? Lovable retard. It was basically lovable retard. That was me with T, I thought. But the reason we're getting into this is because Travis and I were hanging out one night, and he's like, hey, we should play something on the GameCube. And I'm like, okay, cool. We have that sweet adapter that allows us to play GBA games on the GameCube, right? And I found my Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, and I'm like, hell yeah, this is my jam. I sank a whopping, 36 hours into it?
It was more than that.
It wasn't that, it was 76, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 76 hours, my bad. I sunk a whopping 76 hours. This is my, I don't know, 10 to 13-year-old years. I busted the shit into it. Obviously, with a whole 2 days. Wasn't that invested? I don't know. Anyways, we deleted it, and I'm like, come on, it's going to be great, because it only has one save file. Deleted the save file, which I had completed the game, had all the legendaries. Like, alright, this is what I'm giving up for you, motherfucker. We delete it. We play less than half an hour, and he's like, this game is shit, and everyone touches it again. And I'm like, come on! It's awful! You wanted to be here.
It's so bad. The story is...
It's beautiful. You're a person who got turned into a Pokemon, and there's a weird race thing, because they find out you're a people who was a Pokemon. You're totally causing the apocalypse, and that's a problem. Your existence is pain, and they need you to die.
Existence is pain.
And we need you to die.
I move away from the mic to hack up a lung.
Roll for initiative.
It's frustrating simply because you can't control your teammate. You can only give them advice. So he's like, alright, Quilliam, avoid the first attack. What Quilliam read that is take one step back and just avoid the enemy completely and don't support the Mudkip in battle.
Yeah, Quilliam's a cunt.
So Lynette died. Oh, and also we are Team Save-Ums.
That was my original name from when I was 10, though, so don't blame anybody for that. That was me. I take full credit for that.
Thank God.
It's a great name. Thank you.
We can agree to disagree on that.
We can agree you're wrong. That's all I'm saying.
Wasn't that Rem's last name and Trigun?
Save-Ums?
Okay, I'm sure that's wrong, but it sounded like that.
Close enough?
Save M's? No?
I don't know.
Vash Stampede.
Sure, we'll go with that.
I like Johnny Young Bosch. He's pretty cool.
Yeah.
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 He voiced Nero.
He voiced, what was it? It was Nero. He voiced Ichigo, Rasio.
If you want to go through his entire filmography,
Well,
we're
Lelouch
gonna be here a while.
Lamperouge. Yeah, I know. He did a lot.
Bro Swagonist.
Bro Swagonist, yeah. He was Adam the Black Power Ranger. And the Green Power Ranger. What?
Sorry, when you said the Black Power Ranger, I was just like, but...
It was a black guy. It was at first. They changed it to a slightly Asian guy.
Horribly miscast as Jonathan Joestar.
Oof.
Really?
Yep.
Ew. Yeah, it makes no sense to me. Is JoJo's still going on?
I remember hearing that the Part 5 anime got canceled.
That's
I'm
what I
okay
heard.
with that. I'm okay with that. It was weird for me. It was bizarre, to say the least.
It only gets more so.
I like Giorno, though.
Yeah, I wanted to see Giorno.
Who's Giorno? What's a Giorno?
Giorno Giovanna is the protagonist of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5. I can't... What's the...
Vento Oreo?
Yeah, that one.
Something
Benito
like-
Oreo. Got it.
And he is one of the sons of Dio Brando, using Jonathan Joestar's body.
I don't want to think about that too hard.
Too bad it's in your head. Anyway, he has a very interesting stand called Gold Experience, which can basically give life to things and turn objects into animals.
Gross. I mean, kind of cool, but gross. Right?
Kinda. He manages to steal someone's bag by turning it into a ladybug.
I mean, I was more so picturing punching mailboxes and turning them into, like, squirrels and shit, but... yeah, everybody has their own thing.
Yeah.
You're like, oh no, we need to kill this guy. Punch his tree, turns it into a lion. Yeah.
I feel like it would be funner to go around in like a parking lot and start punching people's cars, turn them into seagulls.
That would be funny, but you know what? All I
Like,
would
it's
say
going
is...
to go one of two ways, right? You're either going to come out and be like, where's my car? Or, oh god, my car's covered in seagull shit.
Anyway,
And there's no winners there.
Anyway, Giorno is usually a fan favorite because of how overpowered he actually is.
I don't know, man. I miss the days when things were simpler. I miss Star Platinum. All I'm going to do is just punch things really fast and really hard.
And steal time stop from the world.
Because, you know... I mean, who wouldn't?
I mean, sure. The good old days, when things were simple and it was just a bunch of dudes going to Egypt to beat up another dude who came back from the dead.
In a stolen body.
In a stolen body.
What?
So JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 3, Stardust Crusaders.
Spoilers, by the way.
Thank you, Eric.
I don't think anybody in our audience watches JoJo's.
They sure won't now.
We are not selling it.
Features Jotaro Kujo, a Japanese high school student whose entire life gets turned upside down when an ancient evil rises from the bottom of the ocean floor. An ancient enemy of the Joestar bloodline, Dio Brando, returns and immenses a curse on the entire Joestar family lineage. You want to tag in here? I'm fucking up here.
Not only has he arisen from the dead, but that is because he has basically stolen the body of Jotaro's
Great-great-grandfather.
Yes.
Jonathan Joestar.
From the first season of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. But anyway, so he discovers he has this special ability called a stand. And there are other people with this special ability. And basically, a group of them, including his grandfather, who was Jonathan Joseph Joestar from JoJo's Season 2, basically rounds him up and is like, alright, hey, Dio's back and we need to go stop him. And because you're a Joestar, you kind of don't have a choice.
Also, his mother's gonna die if they don't.
Yeah.
Because everyone gets a stand, including his mom, but she does not have the fighting spirit to handle it. So it's literally killing her.
But it's cool, because Jotaro's a goddamn badass. At the end of Season 3, he's like, oh man, I need body armor to stop these knives. Loads his clothes full of phone books and takes a knife to the face, basically. But he's cool. He walks it off.
He had one under his hat.
Yeah. But anyway, along the way, they, recruit a bunch more people for their team. Everybody has their own stands. Each stand has its own unique, wacky power. But Star Platinum punches things really hard and really fast.
Yep, his main thing was speed, essentially. Everyone was just awestruck at how fast his stand could actually move and punch things.
But Dio has recruited a bunch of minions using ancient techniques to, stop the heroes, because, Dio really needs the Joestars dead so he can be evil. Oh yeah, he's also a vampire?
Yeah, I knew that. I knew he was a vampire.
Which is how he's able to live for so long.
There's a mask, right? There's a mask here somewhere?
Stone Masks, Season 1. Turned him into a vampire. It's also how he survived getting his head cut off. And stealing, Jonathan's body.
The mask?
Yeah.
In a stone?
Well, they didn't use the mask to do that. He just turned him into a vampire the first time.
Yes.
But because of the stone mask, he was a vampire, which is... Anyway, circular. They circle back to the masks in Season 2. That's its own whole thing. You don't want to get into that.
Oh, man. You know what people in our audience really should watch?
What?
Tokens podcast. Tech on TV. What are you doing? Yeah. That was a good segue. Because I really don't want to talk about what the fuck you guys are going on about now.
You asked.
I regret.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, man. It earns the fucking name.
But hey, I went on Tokens podcast this week. That was pretty cool. Or I'm going on. When this comes out, I'll be on Tokens. Tech on TV's What Are You Doing podcast. You should check that out on Wednesday. What's that, Travis? Remember our friend Token?
Alright, so we have a friend Token. I honestly can't remember his real name. Token is not his real name. Token is just the nickname that he generally introduces himself as, because when we met him, he was in a band and he happened to be the only black guy in a band full of white guys.
So he was the token black kid.
I see.
Yeah, like Token from South Park.
So he introduced himself to us as Token and it just kind of stuck. But really great guy, really smart, good musician.
He's got a solo album coming out that he's been dropping singles off of, leading up to a full album release. And he's got a podcast he's been working on called What Are You Doing? So I went on there and chatted a bunch with him. You should go check it out. Just wanted to do a little promo. If you watch this on YouTube, we'll post a video link right there. I mean, you can't... The fuck are you doing? This is an audio podcast. You can't just point... First, what was that?
Yes, but you mentioned we're going to drop a link, so it's just going to be in the corner. I'm just...
Just pointing to the sky. Like, it's over there, guys. Like...
Okay, take a picture of me doing this, and then put the link where I'm fucking pointing.
Hold on a second.
You want a picture for episode 3? You got one.
And then that can be the thumbnail.
Uh-huh, that's going to be the thumbnail. Here. You want to get on this, Tissel? Here. Both of you point just like right there, that fucking... Yep, right there. Perfect. Got it. Beautiful, right?
And people will be so confused for that long of a podcast.
Yep.
Just like in the last episode.
But hey, if you want this to be a video podcast, you can watch the bullshit. We don't have to make the kind of references. You should check us out on Patreon, right? Goal is for the first $500, we're getting a brand new spanking camera. It's going to be a video podcast from now on. And, I mean, oh yeah, ding it! Woo! First 500, that's the goal. And we also got another goal, right? Because I want first 100 subs. So, anybody, specifically one person, who tweets us a picture of them being the 100th sub with the hashtag Mod Squad for Life. Mod Squad?
Mod Squad.
With the hashtag Mod Squad or Mod Squad for Life. I'll do both, honestly, I don't care. With the hashtag Mod Squad or Mod Squad for Life, gets a pretty sweet $25 gift card to Taco Bell. So, that's an incentive. Share us, subscribe, check it out. Come on, you gotta get us to the first 100, and you'll get a Taco Bell gift card. Why not? That's all I got. Moving on.
You have nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Yeah.
I mean, a majority of people honestly have nothing to gain. Because it's pretty... I mean, let's be honest here. Like, we have like 10 subscribers. There's going to be a very clear 90 people who are not getting this. But once we get closer to 100, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. But until then, you're just a fucking idiot. Thank you for helping.
And we love you.
Yeah, we love you a lot. But still, you're only... Outside of the goodness of your heart, it's not the greediness of your stomachs. That's what we appreciate, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm just saying. I'm being honest here. There's going to be 10 people who are really entered into this drawing, and like...
Everyone else?
Yeah, and like 98 people who are just not involved at all. There's 10 who don't even know they're participating, really. Because they subscribed like a year and a half ago. So, statistically, you have better odds of winning than 10 people who don't know they're playing. But not as good of odds as literally everybody else who comes after you. Thank you for watching.
God bless. You always just know how to sell it.
Okay, I mean, I can sell it again, right? Because I can circle back, right? Because technically, if nobody watches this and they don't know they're entering into a drawing, you could be like subscriber number 25, wait for somebody to be subscriber number 100, fucking take a screenshot of that, and then tweet using the hashtag ModSquad or ModSquad for life. And
Look,
then...
we know people are going to cheat the system, but you don't have to help them.
But they have to watch this far to do it. And at this point, I'm like, they're 40 minutes of their life they're not getting back. I gotta help them get $25 out of this somehow. I'm return on investment.
Yes?
Okay. Sure, whatever, fuck it.
I mean, if we blatantly know you're cheating, we're just gonna send you a bag full of Taco Bell fire sauce and sucks to suck.
I mean, we can give everybody else a tweet that's using the hashtag ModSquad or ModSquad for life up until 100 a bag of hot sauce. So there. Now everybody has an incentive.
How many bags of hot sauce are... No.
At least 99. At least 99. Or no, at most 99, at least one. 0, technically, but I'm probably going to send one to, like, you, who'd be an asshole.
What you have to do is you got to do, like, a circuit of all the Taco Bells in the area so you don't get put on a watch list.
I work at all the Taco Bells in the area.
Oh, right.
I'm not on a watch list. I just walk in there and take shit.
You do, I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, on that note, he has got a box full of Taco Bell cups and lids in the back of his truck right now. That is where these came from.
Yeah, we drank our shots for Harambe out of Live Moss coffee cups.
Let this epic day begin.
I mean, you're the weird, am I right?
Yeah?
Do not reheat or microwave in package.
Wait, what?
Really?
You were both reading stuff off the cup, so I picked something.
Okay, I want to read something to them. What was that? Oh, I said Live Moss. I mean, that's just what they say. It's like
My
going
cup
to the
doesn't
Taco
say
Bell
Live
and saying-
Moss.
Oh,
I think they all have different sayings.
Okay,
They have 2 different sayings.
Okay, mine says break your breakfast routine.
Okay, they have 3 different sayings? Alright, now we need to figure this out. Where are the lids? Where are the cups?
This isn't sponsored. We're just fans.
We just have a problem.
I just work there and steal shit.
Okay, I think it's
three.
only
It's three,
3,
okay.
because we're
but-
back to let this epic day begin.
But if Taco Bell did want to sponsor you,
Yeah, it's only 3.
Oh, actually, I want to circle back on that not sponsored. Actually, promotional consideration provided by Border Foods Taco Bell. Thank you very much, Border Foods Taco Bell, for providing the $25 gift card we're raffling off. Hashtag sponsor. Hashtag ad.
Kinda.
Sort of. Technically, it's an ad. I have to disclose. Thanks, Tistel. You're lying. So it's just 3, right? We figured that out. It was just
Yes.
3? So the reason I have these is because we switched over to new lids. They're refreshing all of their packaging, right? The new lids don't match the old cups, so we had new cups, new lids, ran out of old lids, and I was like, but what the fuck's the point of that, right? Because I can't keep one or the other. If I switch to one, I have to get rid of them both. So I can either like just keep these lids, like, you know what I mean? It's like I didn't know the old lids didn't fit the new cups, blah blah blah. So I'm like, well, now I have an open thing of lids and an open thing of cups. I can either get rid of these lids or get rid of these cups, but it's not going to be both because these people are too fucking stupid. So if I have multiple boxes of open things, they're going to start grabbing shit, and then they're going to get pissed off because the things don't fit. And they're not going to put 2 and 2 together in the same way of like new cups, new lids, old cups. It just doesn't cross. They're going to be like, their lids don't fit! Ah! And I'm like, oh, here's the plan, right? I'm just taking it out with me. All this, anything that could confuse them is just mine now. It's going home. I'm going to drink out of it. I'm going to burn it. I'm going to throw it at people. It'll be great. So that's the plan. That's why I got these cups. If I have the cups, they can't be a problem.
I mean, you probably did do the right thing.
I did the right thing.
I've met his coworkers.
And even setting that aside, drinking.
That's exactly why I have boxes of lid wraps.
Even setting that aside, drinking coffee out of a to-go cup with no lid is a gamble most people aren't willing to take.
Not only that, but these things are, double insulated, so they're great for anything, because, unlike the regular Taco Bell cups, if you put something like milk or water in it and leave it for a little while, they kind of start to, seep into it, and the cup can get flimsy. Not these. Fuck no. These are good cups.
Do you think you have a problem?
Have we really been talking about Taco Bell cups
Oh,
for the
wait.
last 7 minutes?
We got a drawer full of hot sauce. We have a drawer full of fire sauce that we created because we had too much fire sauce on the desk.
We have a problem.
I needed space to work. And I'm like, there's too much fucking fire sauce and 4 packets of ketchup. This needs to go. So we put it in a drawer with mixtapes. It's the fire drawer. Fire mixtapes, fire sauce, fire utensils.
I'll allow it.
Alright.
Oh, and, tell them about the Freezy.
Oh, right. Oh my god! We have to do this, dude. So, we also switched over freeze flavors. And my district manager was a fucking retard. Because we were supposed to deplete out the boxes we had. And another person I work with is also stupid and ordered a little extra. So we had 2 boxes just laying around. So when he switched to freeze flavor, there's no way to, take it back, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, fuck, we are just selling orange cream now. But, unbeknownst to him, we have 2 boxes of super strawberry free syrup, and I'm like, this just has to get thrown out. And I'm like, I'm not just throwing out 5 gallons of fucking free syrup. This is untapped, premium quality, black market shit. I can keep this, take this home, I can sell it. On the black market, I got me a line. So I take it home, right, and I'm sitting in my car, and I'm like, oh god, it's the problem, I hope it doesn't freeze. Doesn't freeze, thank god. But then I'm sitting there looking at it, I'm like, I want to do something with this. I want to do something crazy with this free syrup. So I came up with a brilliant idea. What we need to do is build a giant hand-powered agitator, right? And then go get a fucking pool. Order a pool on Amazon, go get a pool, something, right? And just put that bitch outside, because we're in Wisconsin, so it's cold as shit out. Hand agitator, free syrup, a little bit of water, just sit inside the house, hand agitating a giant fucking pool until it turns into a giant fucking freezy. Throw some tequila in that bitch, make us a giant pool of margaritas. Am I wrong?
You're
Come
right.
on, just imagine a giant fucking pool of margaritas, you're just hand churning.
Your idea intrigues me.
And
What if we, instead of getting a pool, let's just get one of those, fucking 55-gallon drums, clean it out, because that would work way better with an agitator. Put a lid on.
put a lid on it.
We need to do it now.
We have to. That's just easy. It's too easy. We could just fuck going ice fishing, right? We'll go out on the lake. We'll drill a fucking hole through the ice. We'll put a 5-gallon bucket in that bitch, and the lake water will freeze it for us while we hand agitate a giant fucking slushy. Come on, man. It's the perfect merger of nature and technology.
All to make a lot of margarita.
All to make a lot of margarita. Hey, let's do it for the... I know what we should do this for. Come on. We gotta do it for the DISGUNT show. When Token's coming down, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because I don't know if anybody else knows this, but we're totally sponsoring a show. 1 second. Pull up all this info. Make sure I read it right for you.
We're not going to have a repeat of last time.
We are totally going to have a repeat last time. Just give me a second. I gotta fuck it up. Got it. Alright. So, we, Perfectly Modern, are also sponsoring the DISGUNT Purge the Plague CD release party featuring Macabre, Second and Archer All Out Mutiny, and, okay, Token and I couldn't figure this out either. What the fuck is this band's name? The bottom one. It's like, I did this on Token's podcast, so it's like this, right? It's one of the pointy-ass ones, where it's like spikes and shit, but it's so thin and like...
It would be easier to see on a different screen.
I'm sorry my screen's broken. Fuck off, I'm too poor.
It still wouldn't make much of a difference. Look at that shit. It's like a spider did heroin.
So, it's the one on the bottom?
The
Yeah.
one at the bottom.
Good.
I think Token and I settled on Bashakaka. And I'm sorry for your band for fucking it up, but Christ, could you just get some drop shadow on that or something, like subtitles? I can't figure out what that's trying to say.
I can tell they're a metal band only because I can't read the logo.
The more you can't read, the better the music is. So it's got to be pretty dank, right?
Yeah, generally.
I got nothing.
He's got nothing. Shammy, you want to crack at it?
Sure. Which one?
It's the bottom one. I think I see a C.
I think it starts with a C?
Or ends with a C. And it's
What do you
backwards.
think it says? We can make it into a Rorschach test.
Catheter.
Sec highest.
Sechias?
Way
Okay.
I'm
Sechias!
What I'm
Racist.
seeing is like XICC
There's a Q in there somewhere.
XHAS.
Yeah, it is a Rorschach test. What do you see? Unresolved issues with my father.
Did you switch over to the source code by accident?
I think so. Hold on, let me just try and zoom in here. Yeah, that's all I'm seeing here is XICC XHAS.
Alright. But anyways.
But I can't tell what's a crack and what's a...
DISGUNT's releasing their CD February 3rd at the Frequency 18 plus show, $8 in advance, $10 at the door. Doors are at 7, music will be at 8. We'll all be down there. Well, me and Travis will be down there with, I think, Token's coming down too to hang out. Maybe we'll have these other two there too. But it'll be a great time. We'll be shooting the sit. We'll be shooting the Madtown Underground for the month of February that week too, or that day too. So if you want a chance to be on the Madtown Underground, definitely come out. That's all I have to say on the matter. And if you pre-order their CD, I think it runs through this week. You get a shirt, CD, a sticker for the pre-order package, all for $20. So you should check that out too. I'll have a link in the description.
Nice.
Yeah, really good, right? Shirt, CD, why not? That's all I got for it. So we'll keep on rolling. Anybody else got anything to talk about quick?
No.
This is an audio podcast. We don't do hand motions or visual faces. So you got to explain what you just did
We're
there.
staring
No.
intently at Tistel.
He's doing this thing with his hand. It's like he's trying to draw in the universe into his lungs and then like doing
Explain
a fucking,
it.
like eagle claw, right? Just like
I have very active hands,
mm-hmm.
and yeah, I got nothing.
He's got nothing. All right. What videos are coming out this week, Travis? Is it Lovers in Dangerous Space Time?
It's Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time.
All right, you should check out our Lovers in Dangerous Space Time video coming out later this week. Did we all enjoy recording that?
I did.
I sure did.
We did.
We enjoyed recording it. It's probably going to be an okay video then. You should check it out. Thanks for listening, guys. Check us out on iTunes. Give us a like, subscribe. Check us out on Patreon. I would like to say you know the drill, but it's week 2, so you really don't. Apparently, I don't know the drill.
Week 3, isn't it?
2.
But this is episode 3.
We recorded one a year and a half ago. That one with the Duchess is technically episode 1 with the Johnny in the bathtub.
All right. Well, guys, that's it. It's only going to get more interesting from here.
That's what we got this week. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Bye.
Peace.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.